to being 26 degrees outside. Love Indiana. It goes from 60 one day to back down to 40s, and then the sun's still crazily bright, and then it goes back down to 26, and then the next day it's going to be like in the 70s. It's crazy. I hate it. Welcome back to another video, and today, as you guys know, if you've been following me for a while now, my routine today is back and biceps, y'all. Like I said, if you've been following the routine, you should already know that, but I'm not going to force you to follow my routine of things. These sunglasses are really dirty. I need to actually clean these once in a while. These are always in my car, so I never clean them. So, they're always 10 times more dirty than my actual glasses are. My actual glasses are dirty too. I think they're permanently stained. Like, I think I got like a water stain on it one time from something, and now there's always like a splotch no matter how much you clean it with like a wiper or whatever. But today we're going to be going to the Y today. And it's just a normal kind of back and bicep day. You know, lat pull downs, you know, all the good stuff, a chest supported row, whatnot. So I'm not going to do any more talking. Let's just get into it. Alright, so the first set we have is an upper back row. We're just going to be making sure our elbows are somewhat flared out, making sure, you know, we're training heavy for this. This is probably the heaviest T-bar row I've ever seen in my life and have ever used. So, you know, bear with me with the weight, but make sure you're really squeezing and retracting your shoulder blades together. Do some partials at the end, so do some coaster shrugs, and that'll be it. Just do it for 2 sets. And now we have a lat row. This is really going to be hitting the upper mid lat. You're also going to be hitting the lower lat when you're all the way down on the squeeze portion. But just mainly make sure your elbows are driving to your hips when you're doing this movement to get the most lat activation. Keeping your elbows tucked to your sides as much as you can. Train heavy and hard with this and go to failure once again. And I did 2 sets of this as well, going a little bit lighter on the second set. Now we're going to be working in the upper trap for just a set, go into failure on this. I like the D handles much better and the cables much better than a standard kind of, you know, dumbbell or whatnot. I just feel like I get a way better squeeze at the top and somewhat of a better stretch at the bottom. But like I said, just mainly just explode up. Don't roll your shoulders forward or back when you're doing this. Just go straight up and straight down. Now we're going to be focusing on the brachialis and bicep portion. And we're going to be doing seated first because it's a little harder because you can't use as much momentum. And then we're going to be standing up and doing them standing, just like I said, just so we can use a little bit more momentum, just like almost like doing partial reps. But we're going to be doing 2 sets to failure. Another, once again, going a little lighter on the second set by just going 5 pounds down each dumbbell. And just go to failure each time. Now, don't flame me for how my arms look in this video. Just a horrible angle, but, you know, make sure you get a good squeeze at the top by holding up there for a second. And, you know, we're just going to be doing 2 sets, getting a deep stretch at the bottom, and just really exploding upwards. And that'll be all today. Okay. What is going on, y'all? We're done. Good training day overall. I feel like today went really good. Just overall, had a good day so far. I woke up like a lot more energized than I usually am. Sometimes when I wake up, it takes me like 10 minutes to really like wake up, and I'm like, okay, now we're good for the day. Today I was like out of bed 1 minute. I'm like, oh wow, I have a lot of energy. So feeling really good today. But workout today was pretty good. Pump was meh because I didn't take any pump products, didn't even drink any intro workout or nothing. So yeah, But overall, just a good day today. Like I said, the pump was meh. I went to the locker room. I wasn't gonna record in the locker room because that's like rude. Because if you record in the locker room while there's other people in there, and some guy's trying to take a poop, or some guy walks in that's naked, that's on you, bro. So I don't like to record while other people are in the locker room. It's the best place to do, pictures and stuff at. But just off of caring about other people's personal space and whatnot, I just like to just not do it. But I was going on this thought, but I don't know how you guys are, but before I pull out the cameras to take a pump picture, I'm like, wow, I look great. I look like David Labe with more size. Like, that's actually what I said to myself, right? I was like, wow, I have the proportions and I have the size. I just need to get a little leaner. I'm there fully, bro. And then I pulled out my camera. Didn't even look at my camera. I looked back at myself in the mirror. I'm like, wow, my waist looks more blocky. My arms look smaller. What the heck is going on, dog? And I was just like, I'm not even gonna take a picture. I don't know how you guys are with that kind of stuff, but me, bro, I think I look great before I pull out the cameras and take a picture or a video or whatever. But as soon as I pull out my camera, not even to like take a picture yet, but just pull it out, get it out, ready, 10 times worse looking. And I'm like, what happened to my muscle mass? What happened to the, what happened? So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm autistic, bro. It's early in the morning still. It's only 9:47, so woke up early today, in a good mood and stuff. So today's just gonna go well today, I think. I hope, knock on wood. But yeah, overall, I'm ready to grind today, brother. It's one of the best parts about being alive, grinding. As a man, I've came to realization more and more each and every day that I would much rather be doing something than nothing at all, right? And that doesn't even mean like progress on anything in my life. That could just even be, okay, this needs to be done, let's do that real quick. It's not going to substantially benefit me, but it's going to make my day a little easier. And then at the end of the night, when I know I've done everything that I can, I'm like, okay, that was a good day. I have less work to do tomorrow now, and if I want to do more work, I have more available work to do the extra stuff that's going to really benefit me, right? So stuff like laundry that needs done, or dishes or something. If that needs done, do that real quick, homie. It's going to make your days so much easier. Because there's been multiple days in my life where I should have been doing the stuff that, just should have been done really quick, right? Like, it's the 5-minute things, It's like, okay, why didn't you do that dish? Why didn't you, fold your laundry yet? Why didn't you make your bed yet? That's stuff, And I'm not saying you have to be perfect about everything like that, but it's going to make your life a lot easier, and it's going to be able to make you think a lot clearer if you have less stuff surrounding you, right? And I'm not even talking about, like I said, crazy stuff, just things that take 5 minutes out of your day. If they're only going to take a few minutes out of your day, why not just do them, right? They're probably not that hard, right? They're probably not that dangerous. Just do them real quick. You may think, well, like I said, they're not going to benefit me that much. They're just going to kind of hang out right there, and it's not really going to affect me if I do them or not if I don't do them. Well, just do them anyways, man. Because then the less stuff that you have to do later, better, right? And this is, if you're especially in like school and stuff, like high school, whatnot, do your homework, dog. Like, I remember, I get it. I remember I struggled with doing my school and high school and stuff, and, not studying for tests and whatnot. Just do your shit, dog. Like, don't be that guy who's gonna half-ass school the whole time, and then, don't do that, right? Don't be me in high school. I looked good, but I did not feel good mentally, and a lot of that was strained from just not doing the things I should have done because I was so occupied on just one thing, right? Like I've said in the past, obsession is horrible for you, right? You need to be, I think there's healthy obsessions. I've said this in the past, where I think that you can be obsessed with getting better and looking better and stuff. Like you're addicted to it in a way where you're able to balance other things in life. Like it's not like I have to do this right then and there. Like if it doesn't fit my schedule perfectly, my whole day's ruined, that type of thing. But if you can just, let's say like a day, like let's say we're talking about the looking better day, right? We're talking about looking better, and it's like I want to look better and you want to eat better. I want to hit the gym, but you're type A, which is you're type guy A. I don't know what I'm going off, but let's say you're guy A who is obsessed in a bad manner, right? It has to fit my schedule right there. Let's say something came up and you always have a meal at 3:30. You always have chicken and rice and a banana or something, right? Always at 3:30. Something comes up. Hey, your mom calls you. Hey, honey, can you help me move this couch or something? Let's just say in this scenario, you're moved out. Mom, I have to eat my meal right then and now. Shut up, bitch. Like, that's stupid. Come on. Like, if you want to actually be a healthy, mentally individual, you say, okay, either A, I help my mom with this meal, I eat it on the way, or I drink a protein shake now on the way and then help my mom, or C, eat it afterwards. Take an hour out of your day. Oh well. Back in the day, what I was doing a lot of times is I was so worried about my own self and not worried about anybody else, and it hurt me a lot. With my relationship with my girl now, with my relationship with God, which back then I wasn't really, I believed in him, but I didn't really believe in him, Like, I didn't really think much of him, but, I never really thought of him much. But the more I think about him, the more I try to do conscious decisions in my faith and my belief, my life is way better, substantially, right? My life is substantially better. I can't even fathom it. I mean, just relationship-wise with him, with everyone around me, financially, I can go off and on and on and on about all the things that are better in my life. And obviously, I'm not saying this like I have no battles in my life, like mentally or physically or, whatever not. But there's a word in this book I'm reading, Psychology of Money, and I forget the exact words, but it's something optimism or optimism something. Let me know down in the comments what it is, but it's basically meaning you have optimism about your decisions and that your decisions will lead to a greater path and a more successful path, right? But you're going to have bumps in the road and you're going to have times where it sucks, and that, right? You're smart and that there's going to be these things that happen in life, but at least you're going to know you're going to succeed at the end of the day, right? And I think that's one of the biggest things about faith with everything, right? Your relationship with God, being a Christian, doing the workouts in the gym, your job, me doing this. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road for me, right? Like with the gym, I've been getting injured and stuff. I've been getting, I've had to take time off of just, recovering, like I said, from my injuries and whatnot, and just, overall things that stuff, like my bicep getting awfully tight, so I can't train biceps, or my triceps now are like all messed up, so I gotta train triceps one time a week, or whatever not. But I know that this is gonna teach me something. One, it's gonna teach me patience. First, most importantly, right? In my life, I didn't have patience for nothing. A lot of my life, I was an impatient, stubborn guy, right? It was right then and now. I hated waiting on people. I couldn't tolerate anybody's BS, right? And now I finally learned how to be a man and how to control a situation a lot better. Rather than using my words, using my actions, right? So that's one of the most important things about me just being injured right now is just patience. Trust the process of your back not feeling the best. And guess what? It's 95% better now. 90% better. Like, before it was like 30% where it sucked, right? And then it got a little better. It was like 80%, 70%. And then I did a 225 RDL, got impatient, messed my back up again. So the whole point of me just not being able to do the things I want is just patiently waiting on God's timing, right? That's all this is at the end of the day. It's God's timing. You could not wake up the next day, right? But that's God's timing, right? You have a mission on this earth, and I don't even know fully what my mission is, right? I have a vision about what it could be, right? But 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the road, it could be completely different. I've been playing chess a lot. In 30 years, I could be a chess grandmaster. Probably not, because I'm not that great at chess. Even I've been playing it for like 4 weeks now. I still suck. So if anybody has tips in the comment section about how to get better at chess, like videos to watch, put them down in the comment section. I will watch any chess video to get better. But that's the thing about life that's awesome is every day's a new day. You know, you're going to have repetitiveness. There we go. But every day's a new day, so you can become a different person each and every day. You can become an alcoholic one day, then the next day say, I'm going to quit this, and then quit for good. And like I said, you know, there's going to be withdrawals. You know, there's going to be times where you want to drink again. But if you look optimistically in the future saying, this is what I could have, you're going to be substantially better off. But after all that said, that's it for me, bros. That's it for me. I hope you guys have a very blessed day. Thank you for watching, most importantly. Thank you for your support out there. Yeah, there's nothing more that needs to be said. Goodbye.